Joining us to discuss this popular Nigerian award-winning actor and filmmaker Wunmi Toriola in the building. Good morning, Wunmi.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Very well.
You're looking like sunshine.
Like this.
Yes,
Thank you.
You're welcome. So before we go into you and the things that you do, right? We had a topic on ground before you joined. And it was, you know, Davido, popular Nigerian singer, who was saying that he's noticed that anytime the wife is upset with him, something happens to his business. It doesn't go so well. So he's doing his best now to make sure that he treats her right all the time so that he can flourish. And we explore different thoughts about it. Some persons believe that even aside from the spiritual aspect, even physically, when you're married to somebody and you're involved, you're treating the person with respect, it just works well for everything that you do. Both of you are coming together, working as a team. And there's this angle that YK brought up. YK is our glamour here. She mentioned something that caught my attention, which I would like us to dwell more on, which is if you're spiritually connected to your wife, that means things will go in a certain direction, maybe positively for you guys. And it got me thinking that, is it possible that we are married to, you can marry, not we are married, I know follow, you can marry people and you're not spiritually connected to the person you marry? Because I have a different thought, but I would like you to expatiate on this.
Yes, it's possible to marry someone that you're not spiritually connected to. You meet a woman who, maybe you are wealthy already, and you meet a woman who is just your wealth that she's interested in. That means she's not really spiritual. She's spiritually connected to your money, not you. So for life, you cannot be spiritually, because the day if you ever get broke, and you probably will, because she's not even connected to you, she will leave. She will leave, you know. But there are some women that will stay with you through thick and thin, whether you have money, you don't have money. It's you. So that's why you can marry someone that you're not spiritually connected to. You can marry someone who just wants to be Mrs. Not because she has a connection with you, but because I want to be. In fact, I'm 40 years old. I have not found a husband, and you have come. Let me just quickly marry you. That's not a spiritual connection. It has to be, you know, your soul.
Soul has to be connected.
Yes.
Each other. You know, soulmates, flames, all those things.
So I believe in it too.
Okay. So I agree with you. You know, to a certain extent, because I don't quite believe in soulmates, like one single soulmate for you. No, but I believe that no, I don't believe that you can make your soulmates, you know, over time. So so my own belief is that I believe that you can marry someone that you're not spiritually connected to, because we marry for different reasons. Yeah. So but I think it's about the building on the connection itself. There are some people, whether they are married or not married, or whether the man is in a marriage and has found a soulmate outside, their connection is different because of the communication that they have. They discuss everything about themselves. They discuss their dreams. They make promises to each other. You know, if I do this, this is what I will do for you. If you do this, they have made sacrifices for each other. So those sort of things, for me, I believe that is what now builds the connection that we will call spiritual. And all those commitments, the promises, they have spiritual implications. So when you promise somebody something and you break the promise, there's a consequence, there's an implication to that. So you can find a man who is married to a wife and they don't have that connection. He knows that you're here to be married, to give birth to my children, and I take care of you. That's the only connection we have. But there's somebody that I have that we have that connection with. It can happen. But when you have it within marriage, good for you, you know, because honestly, who wants to be married to anybody that has a connection with somebody outside? So, and the person also in the marriage with you has to be aware that this connection does not exist. So it's not that you are lying to the person. Do you understand? Do you understand? So the person in your marriage, or the person who does not have the connection. So we're talking of those who are not they are married, but not to the person that they are connected to. So the person in the marriage also understands, like you said, these are the things I want from this marriage, and he's meeting those things. So it's when he's not meeting those things, or she's not meeting those things, that there's a problem. But like, you know, there's some people like, this is my person. This is my, this person knows me, understands me. We've been through so much together. This person, I don't even need to say much. They see my eyes, they know what I feel. That person can be within a marriage or outside the marriage, sadly, you know. So yeah.
I like that. Let me come to Toriola. What do you think about this before I share my own thoughts?
Okay, so I think she's right. I came across a post and they gave 14 reasons why women marry or why people marry. And, you know, she said a lot of things already because of wealth, because of this. There is always a because. So in that kind of marriage, there might not be a spiritual connection, whether spiritual or, you know, materially. But like she also said, I'm in the middle of both of you. She said you can actually, you know, build that connection, you know. It doesn't just happen in a day, but the kind of marriages we have this day, we don't even want to build the connection. It's not sharp. No time.
No I like you we go.
The Gen Z thing. No
without even finding out your surname.
Okay, you know, you don't even want to know so much.
That's
like,
it doesn't last.
It doesn't last. So
everybody finds their way.
Yeah,
sorry, I just wanted to say something, expand or something on what Miriam said, because there are people that marry these planned marriages. Okay, you know, but they now develop
a connection.
That connection.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, arranged marriages, they call them.
Yeah.
So, but they develop that connection. So you can develop it. It's not something, it's something that can be developed. I just wanted to...
It's not cast in stone that you are not my soulmate, you are not my soulmate.
But from the religious perspective, right? Once, from the religious perspective, when they talk about marriage, by the time you come together and, you know, those,
you consummate your marriage.
The intercourse or something happens, they say you are already spiritually connected kind of. Because when you do that,
exchanging energies already.
I believe
the men that go and meet Ashewo,
there's connection.
Connecting with them.
That's why they are. That's why they tell you.
But there's no spiritual connection with the prostitute.
No, there is.
So
you have exchanged energy. Yes.
That's why religion.
That's why everywhere is scattered down. Because there's energy exchange connection everywhere.
And that is why he's not. That's why he's
like NEPA.
That his success is connected.
Yes. So I agree with him. I agree with everybody at different levels. But my own thought is, or my own belief is that we don't marry anybody by mistake. No matter how difficult the marriage was or became afterwards, you were in that relationship for a reason, for a lesson, right? And you were married to someone you were meant to marry at that time. So whether it lasted for 35 years, 48 years, or it packed up at 2 years, it was meant to happen at that time. Because for everything that happens to you is a lesson that you're there to learn, right? So there's always a connection with anybody. Marriage is a very sacred thing. If we look at how it started from the beginning. So for you to have been married to this person, you were meant to be in that person's life at that time, right? Whether it worked or not, there's no law that says it must work till the end. We hope that it does, but because we have our issues, our traumas, everything that happens, it may or may not work to the end. But you were connected to that person at the time that you did that marriage. So whether you married for money, you married for wealth, you married for anything that you married for. In fact, even in friendships, anyone who has been in your space, you were meant to have that friendship at that time. Whether it continued or it broke, there were things that were meant to be exchanged, there were lessons that were meant to be learned and all of that. So that's my general belief on, you know, that. But the focus for today's conversation is how do we now treat the person we are married to? Because we understand that every seed we sow has a way of affecting every other thing we did. And that was the points that Davido was pointing out, that I now realized that because I treat her well, I'm getting this. And when she's upset with me, I feel a certain way. So her own spirit may be strong enough for him to be feeling it. Other people may not have that sort of strong spirit. Does not mean that things don't go wrong. Yes, when things happen. So the crux of the conversation for me is that we now begin to pay attention to how we treat our partners. How we, because a lot of people feel that maybe their wife is just there. I just married you, you're not even contributing anything. It's not to just just born children for me and I'll come back, say they've not swept this part of the house, they've not done this, so everywhere is just dirty. What did you do all day? And feel that way, and then they don't give the respect they're supposed to give to another person who is staying home to give you peace. There's something I always say, if I don't give you peace, you cannot make money. If I do anyhow, instead of you to concentrate on making money in the office, you'll be thinking of what BC is doing right now. So I'm very conscious of how to give you peace so you can go there and flourish. So if you, and it's both ways, both for a man and a woman. But let's come to you, Toriola.
Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, very fine.
So what's going on? What we know that you are a wonderful actor. I like to use the word actor for male and female. They don't call me attire, no consign me. Because a doctor is a doctor, whether male or female. There's nothing like doctoress. Okay, so actor.
It would be doctress.
Doctress, yeah, but I just use the Nigerian version. But how has it been in the industry for you so far? How many years have you been in the industry? What brought you into the industry, and how has it been so far?
It's been great. It's been beautiful. A lot of challenges here and there. For me, officially, it's been over 15 years in the industry.
Wow.
Yes. And I think I've grown. I followed the process, like I followed the process. Not where I want to be yet, but not definitely where we are coming from. So it's been great. It's been amazing. A lot of lessons here and there. And, you know, it's been good. Yeah.
So have you been acting? Is it only Yoruba movies that you act, or you also act the...
Okay, so a lot of people ask these questions. I studied linguistics, and my master's in business administration. But, you know, when it comes to our kind of Yoruba movies, you know, they don't even want to know. And we don't even have the avenue to come up and start telling you, oh, we can do it. You know, a lot of script writers, producers have come to us, but they just want me to do that Yoruba thing.
Anywhere.
So, yeah, so to me, but I did it in my movie, Queen Latifah. The movie streamed in the cinemas last year, 2024, back the highest grossing movie of that year. Yeah, so I was able to, you know, put it out that, you know what, I can do it. And producers are coming. One thing is, let them see you do it. They will definitely come.
You know, what interested me when you were talking, you said that you've gone through the process.
Right.
And now we live in a world where everything is like fast track. And the faster you are, they assume the smarter you are, and of course, means success. But you have taken it like a longer route to get there. Is this something you appreciate that you have done, or is this something you wish was much faster for you?
It's something I appreciate, but sometimes, you know, as human, you want it shorter. But one thing I've seen those people that have gone through the process, and I still see them in the limelight. I understand that they come at equilibrium with markets. It shows that they have really grown. You know, it took them time. A lot of people to have made it to the top the faster, they are lucky to stay there, but some that I've seen, they can't maintain it.
That's a very important message.
Because you didn't work your way up. They say when you jump, you come down. But when you grow,
that's it.
You just grow gradually.
So
I like that. So what are you seeing for the Yoruba movie industry? We know the English Nollywood is going very far. We are almost getting to par with Hollywood, if you ask me. All over the world and all of that. And I know the Yoruba movie industry too, we've gotten some directors in that space and producers in that space who are also taking it, you know, to the international space.
We are there already.
Exactly.
I don't want to say two.
So what more do you see for that Yoruba industry?
Like the past 3-4 years now has been amazing. You know, I've seen a lot of producers. The risk bearers are coming up. Like they want to really risk it all, and they are getting the reward. People like Femi Adebayo. You know, I'm excited. Odunlade Adekola, Wunmi Toriola, So a lot of us are doing well, you know, and I see it's greater in the next 3 years. I see collaborations coming here and there. Collaborations with Hollywood. We can do it. We see Hollywood movies, they shoot cultural movies. And when we see it, sometimes they're like, oh, you're missing something in the culture. What is the collaboration going to do? It's going to really help us, you know, do greater things. So I see the Yoruba movie industry doing exploits.
One thing I think about the Yoruba movie industry, I think the actors are more natural than the ones that act the English ones. Because when you're watching a Yoruba movie, I don't want to talk about Igbo because I have never watched, because I don't speak the language.
You don't hear the language,
an Igbo movie. It's probably the same. It is probably, they're very natural. I see that they're natural, there is action.
The words match with the expression.
You know, and and there's no wasted space. In the English ones, they will drop the cup.
No, but they have improved.
It's tease and composure.
And you drop the copy.
It's called tease and composure.
No, but they have moved on from there. They are doing much better.
Yes. I said I've been watching. What did I tell you that I've been watching for the past 2 weeks?
You know that when you watch.
Look, I'm only speaking from experience.
Yes.
I say I have been watching for the past 2 weeks.
Yes.
They will drop cup. They will walk like this, walk back, pick up the cup, drop it again, walk this way, come back. Nothing has happened.
Yeah, I know.
In a Yoruba movie or an Igbo, even a house, I've never watched them because I don't speak. Action, they want to drop. Like I have displayed that. Does it
have to be anger?
But really, sometimes it doesn't have to be the action.
Can I say why I think that's happening? Because if English is your second language, you have to say it in your language first, interpret it into English before you now act it out. So that lag you're seeing, I think that's what's happening. But I think that there's a lot of improvement. But while you were saying that what she saw for the Yoruba movie, I think BC has forgotten that many of the epic movies we've watched in the past 1-2 years have been Yoruba movies, but they're so good. We are reading subtitles. We forget the language. We are just so moved by the acting, the cinematography. So I think that Yoruba is at par with full Nigerian Nollywood. But what I would like to what I would like to see
when we come back, we'll take a short break now. When we come back, you ask the question. Stay with us, don't go anywhere. Welcome back. We're still chatting with Toriola, Nigeria's beautiful actor.
Thank you.
So please, because you see this industry, we don't use style enter inside, right? Okay. And we see a lot of people flaunt wealth, and they say it's from the movies that they are acting. So I want to start by 1, how rich are you? 2, how many jobs do you get per month that gives you the sort of lifestyle that you have? Okay. Because when we measure some of the lifestyle, we see some of these actors, show, and the jobs that they are doing is not commensurate. And a lot of young girls out there want to get into this industry by fire, by force, because they feel once I get there, I have blown. So how did you blow? How true is the fact that many people are saying that this is what is giving me this money to have this much wealth?
Okay, so wealth is relative. Yes, but saying comfortability, being able to, do things, for me, filming has done that. Okay. But I do other businesses, and I'm sure those people flaunting wealth. When you're bringing that house, just let us know you have another source of income. As an actor, as a filmmaker, averagely, if you get the roles very well, back to back, and you do it well, and you know how to charge, you'll be fine as an actor, for me. So that's why I said
averagely fine.
Yes, averagely fine. You can do things. You can get yourself a car. You can buy a house.
Really?
Not buy like different mansions. Those me now. I bought a house. My house is terrace.
Okay.
So if you want a house, you know what I say.
5 bedrooms.
Yes, but for me, I do a lot of things. I do influencing. I have a fashion outfit. I do various other things, host and all of that. And I know so many actors do it, but they don't come out to say, oh, this is the job that brings this thing. You understand?
They put everything on the acting.
On the acting. And it now makes it look like, oh. But for me, because how I was brought up, contentment has been something. If I'm too contented, I even feel like, oh, it's something that is dragging me down. I don't really have this zeal for money. I just want to be comfortable, do good movies, be able to travel around the world, just be fine. So that's why I said wealth is relative, So that's it. But let them always tell these people coming up that we have another source of income. We have sources of income. It's not just filming. But as an upcomer, you will not be fine. Let's just go straight to the point. You will not be fine. There are roles you will take for free.
Yeah.
We did it in the past. But while I was doing it, while I was doing it, the problem now is desperacy. While I was doing it then, I was still giving charges as an upcomer. If you want it, you will call me. If you don't want it, you leave it. But for some people, they just want to be seen. Once they are now seen, they now don't value you because you started with, let me just do it for free. Let me just do it for free. So know when to ask. Know when not to do for free. And don't be too desperate. But as an upcoming actor, you cannot be rich. except you have other businesses
that you're doing.
That you're doing.
I like that.
So I like the fact that like the Yoruba movies, for me, I like the display of especially their cultural wares and all of that. So it makes me even know more about the culture when I watch the movies. Has there been any role that you've turned down so far? Has there been anybody that has come and said, I'll be in my movie, but you were like, no, I can't be part of this movie or something?
Okay, so right from onset, what I represent is morals and children. I have great love for morals and children. You know, even though my movie sometimes contradicts it, but my actions, you know, the violence in it, the violence as we call it, but then maybe dress sense, the cultural thing is something I hold dearly. So nobody has ever come to me and, for instance, wants me to be naked in a movie, because you won't see me in that light. I've never been in that light. The only thing you will see is, oh, she has so much violence. But you won't see me. So to some extent, energy, bad bows. And it's not like that in real life.
My kind of girl.
It's not like that in real life. So, you know, they won't come to me. So I've not actually rejected roles because of the cultural belief. Other things that makes me reject role is maybe I'm not okay with the script. You know, sometimes you get a script and you're like, you don't want to be on this. There are jobs you have done in the past, we don't wish it comes out. But now we now have the platform to say no.
Okay.
We have the growth to now say no. You understand?
If growth.
Yeah.
As an actress, and you think that they give you a role where you're ill or you die, would you take it?
Okay, in a coffin.
Okay, so before now, I used to say, if I die in part 1, I must wake up in part 2. I used to say it though, that if I die in part 1 like this, I must wake up in part 2. But as I grow, like I keep saying, it gets to a level you'll be like, okay, let me even just do it, you know? No, but everybody is not going to live the world alive. But we don't pray to die young.
We wake up in another movie now.
In another movie, you understand? So this movie is, I died, I will resurrect in another movie. So, of course I can even go as far as going into the coffin.
So you know you've spoken about.
Sorry.
Okay.
Someone came and asked me to do one. I will be sick in the hospital bed. I said, who is going to be sick? beg.
You took it literally.
In fact, even as an actor now, I love those roles because, for instance, sometimes you're lazy, you don't want to give the energy, and they're giving 5 scenes you're in the hospital. Even if they ask me to wake up, I don't want to wake up. I'm enjoying the rest.
I like that behind the scenes. I like that. Is good. So you know, you say morals is very important to you, and as you know, in this particular industry, we hear a lot of conversation about sex for roles, especially for the younger, especially with the ladies. We don't hear a lot from the men, but with the ladies, young, up-and-coming actors say that they have to face this. Is this something you face? Is this something you're aware of? And how did you handle that?
Okay, so there was one video I did and I had to delete it because people misinterpret me a lot of times. So when I want to come to the media, I try to be like, can I post it? Will they say this? Will, you know? I had to delete it. So this is it. While I was coming up, nobody would tell you, come, if you don't get this role, come and have anything to do with me. But I've seen some of my friends then that wanted the actors. Some people came in with that motive. That if it cost me to have all these guys just for me to blow. I'm still saying that there are some people that will ask you out. They will be like, oh, come and date me, you know. But for me, I didn't experience it.
They didn't ask you?
It didn't mean that there were no advances.
Okay.
It was not forced. You understand?
You choose.
You choose. Like, okay, young girl. I wasn't married. I was just a young girl. If I liked you, could, you know, have a relationship, but it wasn't as if I was forced at any point.
They didn't put it in front to say that if you won't have this job.
I didn't.
And even if it was offered, what you're saying is that from what I'm hearing you say that even if it was offered, if you didn't want to, you could reject that offer and forfeit, you know, that
the
movie
job.
anyway.
Yes, but you see, especially our industry, I don't know the way they talk. Sometimes they just be like, the donio. It doesn't mean that most of these people mean it. And I keep saying it.
What does Dodo mean?
What's the meaning of Dodo?
Like Dodo means you have to date me, you must do it. It's not as if they mean it. A lot of times, they want you to massage their egos. You understand? Like, I'm Otigbo. And they don't even want to have anything to do with you. I'm saying it. This
from
is
your own
from my own part. But some people have sent messages. They've experienced it. They've done this. And to those who are doing it, please stop. This is not those time. They will bring you on air. I'm telling you, they will drag you. But for me, I didn't experience it, and that's the truth.
Yeah. So let's talk about rivalry amongst the fellow female actors, where it seems like there's a lot of beef. This one is not liking this person. This one is not beefing this person. This one is not, doesn't want to flow with this person. It seems like there's no much collaboration. So what I see is everybody's doing their own bits. Let's take, for instance, we have 6 female producers, and everybody's on their own, producing individually. We don't see a lot of collaboration. So that is sort of sending a signal that you guys are really not working together, or some people are trying to outdo others. What do you think about that? I like that expression.
That one is sad though. You know, generally women, wherever we are,
there must be kata kata.
Kata. It doesn't mean you should celebrate toxicity. But a lot of people, you know, they just be like, oh, let me do my thing, I don't want wahala. But when it comes to a working environment, take it. When you get to your house, do that, I don't want wahala. But the kind of job we do, we are entrepreneurs. So we just be like, okay, I can do this myself. I'm concerned about my fans. A lot of people think, oh, because they have the fan base, there's no need for collaboration. And it's a wrong notion.
It is.
For instance, the job I'm coming on, the job we are bringing is about 5 collaboration. I'm doing like 5 collaboration, collaborating with people. You know, as much as you think you have the fan base, there are some people amongst your fans that don't know me. Let's penetrate. That way there is synergy, you know, and we can do more. But because of beef, like I say, me, I don't know about beef. Me, I don't know who is beefing me or not.
You don't want to know.
I don't want to know. But if I feel there is something I can offer, I can put it out to you. Then a lot of people think they don't communicate. That's it. There's problem in communication. Some people, you think they have beef with you. No. They are just scared of themselves. Low self-esteem is their problem. It's not your own problem. So when they now bring it out, you now be like, oh, she doesn't like me. No, she's dealing with a lot. So for me, that's why they have problem with me. I communicate. I'm like, what is the problem? I communicate. We will talk. You know, if I can't communicate with my words, I'll communicate with my actions. Something is wrong.
So how's your relationship? Are you dating? Are you seeing somebody? Is anybody shining your color?
Why are you drinking tea? Drop it.
Tell us. She's drinking that.
Is anybody oiling your engine?
She knows my engine. Somebody oiling my Let me just keep my...
Okay, can I ask you this question?
Let her answer the question
now. Sorry. Sir, please, she's more on the coast. She doesn't want that engine.
Answer your question.
Actually, I did one interview a few months ago. I was like, oh, I like it. For now, I don't want to go into marriage. I don't want to go into a relationship because I have plans to have more kids. Yes, with my ex.
Oh, yes. You guys are back together?
We are not back. But
explain.
There is a collaboration. You know. So sometimes, like, I get messages like, you maybe when we're together, you may not be a good wife to me. Like, you may not. Which I was actually. Later confirmed, but you're a good mother. So I still hold that dear because, you know, I'm a
How many kids do you have already?
1.
Okay, so you want more with him?
Yeah.
1 person?
Yes. So if marriage comes later,
fine.
If he doesn't,
so how you going to do it? Is it surrogacy?
So I should be saying the no. You should know that if I don't born, just say congratulations to me.
But is he married to someone else?
No, at the moment. But maybe seeing somebody, yes.
But you guys are collaborating.
And we co-parent well, so I just feel okay. For now, I want more kids.
Load you.
We co-parent well. So
cool.
Hey!
Wow. So you see, you know, I missed it. So you have somebody that you had a child with.
Her ex.
I was married, yes.
Oh, you were married?
Yes.
But she's not working on trying to have any relationship because she's hoping that they will have, or they are working towards having more kids.
Then
with him?
Yeah, they will not have time to start noticing somebody, trusting you, because now age don't they go. Before you know, now egg don't finish. You know, so
you want to have more kids with him?
Yes.
Yeah. What if he's married now?
No, he's not married.
Oh, he's not married.
So they are still collaborating. They are exes, but they're still collaborating. That's the point.
Actually, the question I wanted to ask is...
I didn't say in the bedroom.
They are still...
I did not say we are collaborating. Leave me, I did not say we are collaborating. I said we co-parent very well.
They are being spiritually connected.
Praise the Lord. Hallelujah, somebody.
Of time. What else are you working on? Is there anything in the offing, any movie, anything you're working on right now?
Okay, so after I did Queen Latifah last year, I realized movie, to me has gone into another level, and it has shown in my recent productions on my YouTube channel, Wunmi Toriola TV. Got lots of beautiful movies, amazing reviews, and I'm like, oh, I want to keep doing more. A lot of people thought, oh, after that big thing, I would not. No, don't place me where I'm not yet.
So we're still going.
I'm still on my YouTube.
More to achieve.
So I'm a YouTube actor, I'm a cinema actor. Which one you want, I'll be there. So for now, we are working on a collaboration, like I said. We are coming up with a bang. And I don't want to unleash my co-producers, executive producers. It's going to be amazing. Okay. So we are working on something, hopefully to come out in September in cinemas. But before then, I'll give you back to back.
Are you
on
acting
YouTube.
in this one as well?
Yes.
Okay. So this Queen Latifah, is it on YouTube?
No, ma.
No, this cinema.
We showed in cinema.
So where can I watch it?
Want to watch it?
Hopefully we are coming on streaming platform and
like Netflix or something.
Hopefully.
I want to watch it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I told you for the last 2 weeks
He's a fantastic actor.
I've been watching movies. I don't watch films, whether we both film, Nigerian film. But now that I've decided, okay, let me quickly watch film, I've decided watching Nigerian film. That's why I know about the cop matter.
What role did you play in the Queen Latifah?
The Queen Latifah herself. I feel bad you asking me. I feel I didn't do the PR well. I feel something that made over almost 400 million. It was the 7th grossing movie of all time.
And you said you bought Terrace.
Oh my God. I feel bad now. I feel like I didn't do well. No, for you asking me, oh my God, I feel bad. I feel bad. Yeah.
I didn't watch it, and I want to watch it because I've met you and I want to watch it. So please go and put it on platform quickly.
We will. Platform people. How are they?
We're waiting for you. So one quick one. The other executive producers, are they actors as well, or just people who came together to give you money?
They're actors.
They're actors. So all of you are acting in this particular. Oh, wow. It's gonna be
collaboration is good.
Yes, it is. So it is. Did you people sign any contracts?
Of course.
We need to start doing things right in this part
We've been doing it. Some of the things we do right are not known because we project the ones we do wrongly most times. So
Did they collaborate with you on Queen Latifah?
No.
Okay, these are
on myself and distributed by Cinemax. So still Cinemax are still distributing this one, but in a more wider collaboration.
Thank you so much for joining us on the show, Toriola.
Thank you.
You're
so open. I like it.
People have been making comments that her energy in the movies top notch. I like that. Well done. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best in the new
I'm feeling you.
children that you want to have in your collaboration.
It's okay.
In the bedroom and outside the bedroom.
And many people are facing you.
Why? What did they do? Let them face me. Mount Rushmore. I am an actor. Take it to the bank.
Oh, yeah?
Buy food with it. That's all we can take on the show today. Thank you so much, ladies, for your wonderful contributions. I hope we have learned that, at least from our first topic, that we must begin to treat our partners right. We must begin to love them, share with them, communicate with them. Just make sure that everything works out. It has a larger impact on every other thing that we are doing. And we wish Toriola the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
In her career. That's all we can take today.
So cute.
Nice.
And YK has yapped directors and producers of
any care. You want them to drag me.
That we are always raising cup and dropping it.
We'll be at the comment session defending you.
Thank you, Jerry.
We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye now. Raising cup is